Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Hi, I'm Timothy Williams, and I'm glad you tuned in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. And once again, we're back here at A Gentleman's Cut over in Enterprise, Alabama, talking with Mike and Dexter, about the barber shop here, what goes on here. And I promise you, if you stay tuned, you're going to have some laughter. You're going to enjoy this show even on today. So, how you doing today, Mike, Dexter?
I'm doing great, blessed.
That's great. Great. I see you got a new addition to the A Gentleman Cuts,
Yes, we do. We have another young Brian Keith Henderson joining us, a part of this A team. So, there's 3 guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's been a minute since we've been here. Your other show we brought on to our YouTube, and hey, it has went up with numbers. And I mean, people like, the barber shop, the show here in the barber shop. And I said, hey, we got to come back and do another, show with you all. And, people love the comedy. They love, how y'all interact and all that good stuff, how you cut up. You just keep it at 100, And that's what we do at Keeping It Real, on Keeping It Real Talk Show. We keep it 100 and let people see, hey, what's going on at the barber shop. Now, Dexter, I heard you can sing, man.
Oh, just because I'm tripping, that don't mean I can sing. Hey, I can do the thing, though.
Right.
I'm a Casanova, but
I ain't doing
no singing.
Right.
Woo, woo, woo.
We're going to go to another one. My old lady might see this.
Yeah. So he can woo, huh? He can woo, huh? Everybody can sing, A lot of people, just because you can't hit, the notes, don't mean you can't sing, So you can make a, you can make a noise, right?
Yeah, I can blend in pretty good.
Yeah. And that's,
I can blow.
Yeah.
I can really sing.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about your new addition here.
Well, there's Brian Henderson. He's still in mine. Because I can get out with them clippers pretty good. And he beside me, and he kind of watch what I do, and he kind of stealing a little bit from me. But that's all right, because he. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
Right.
But hey, he's a pretty good dude. He's a genuine dude. He's a nice guy. He's quiet, but he know what he know. And he doing pretty good. He doing real good.
Definitely. So, go ahead.
I think it's good to be able to have a young man such as yourself to come in, trying to find his way, having mentors such as me and Dexter, to guide him along the way and teach him. And it's been a rough road for him.
Right.
It's been a rough road for him. He been had to learn a lot. Been frustrated a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he done come a long way, and I think he gonna be a good addition, to the barbershop. He gonna work out just fine, But and besides, by the time me and Dex get done with him, hey, y'all better watch out there now.
Definitely. And what's so amazing, Mike and Dexter, is that he's a young man, and this is a proven fact that all of our young African-American, guys are not in prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still have some young African-Americans are doing positive things, and that's what I like about it. When you see young guys that are productive, that has their own business, that's not, doing other things, what I'm saying, but being productive, I mean, it speaks volume, and that's what I like about it. All of y'all are young, you know what I'm saying? And you're doing, great things in the city of Enterprise, and that's a plus. So Brian, tell us a little about yourself.
What would you like to know?
Just tell the people about who you are and how did you get started in cutting.
Well, I got started, like I said, I was messing with them clippers a lot, you know what I mean, and messing up my hair a lot. And my brother here, Mike, he would have to fix my hair and tell me, man, you want to cut hair, man, you just let me know. You balling yourself, though.
Right.
That's another thing. So, and so I got a little older, and one day I came to him and asked him and Dex to mentor me and put me on in this thing and see what I can do with these clippers, and it's turned out pretty well.
That's good.
Getting my barber license, and I've been in here for a little while now, and
That's good.
starting to enjoy it.
Right, right. So how long you been cutting?
I've been cutting probably about 5 years. I've been in here about 3.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. So, what you got to say, Dick?
You know, me and Mike, we kind of picky about who we bring in, who we bring in to cut with us.
Right.
Because a lot of times when you ain't on the same page with like the whole shop, these are the only guys that I have ever worked with that I can hang with outside of the barbershop.
Right.
Normally at the barbershop, see, every time I try to talk about something serious, you go to over there.
Well, I'm just saying, you didn't hang with me.
Oh, you need this?
Well, I'm just saying, you don't hang with me.
So he don't hang with you?
No, I don't hang with that dude.
We don't hang together.
You stop by sometime.
Yeah, I stopped by and then he tell me to keep it moving. You know what I mean? So I had to go, you know. But, you know, we're a great group of guys in here. We know we keep it kind of soft in here. We don't do all that hard, and you know what I mean? We don't try to, we make it comfortable for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And most of all, you know, once you got kids and mothers coming into your establishment, you can't have a whole lot going on because a lot of people ain't comfortable with coming sitting in a shop that you don't know what everybody, you know what I mean? You know what we doing. You gonna see us.
That's
we
it.
ain't gonna walk behind the chair and we're gonna go right out there and smoke a cigarette or something, but we ain't got nothing going on.
And you know what I want to say though? What I think is a good thing about this barbershop, ain't nobody trying to steal position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody know their place. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Naturally, normally, just saying, you know, we all family. You know what I'm saying? But for, like Brian to be my little brother coming in here, you know what I mean, and him being mentored and everything, I can't do nothing with him. I can't talk to him. I can't. So they had to do that. Right. You know what I mean? Because it's the thing of like the big brother thing. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just say go back to singing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you got the, you know what I'm saying? I'm singing to him and fussing. Right. He did right, but they can talk to him. Right. Make it easy for him to be able to, you know, understand things and grow and but you know, and we try to teach him how per se, you know. He ain't working for us or under us, you know what I mean? But showing him
his own boss.
Yeah, he's his own boss, and that's good. A sense of entrepreneurship,
right?
Understanding what that is. So, and with his age, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, I'm pretty old. I'm probably the oldest one on the stage. But,
wow.
But 34 going on 60.
Yeah.
but at his age, you know, the thing about it is, for him to be able to come in and not. It wasn't like we say, hey, come in here and cut hair with us or whatever. Right. It was his choice. You know what I'm saying? He could have chose the other road. Right. You know what I mean? So for him to choose the one to come deal with us, for one, that said a lot about me.
Oh yeah.
For him to want to be able to come up under us and think that we can teach him something. I don't know what make him think we can teach him something, but he thinks, you know what I mean?
Right.
Pretty well though.
Yeah, and that's good, man.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
it
ain't just by, you know what I mean, like just the reputation of being in the barbershop, but it's the way you carry yourself outside.
Right. Yes, sir. That speaks volumes.
And every time you see me or Mike or Brian, we somewhat laugh or making somebody else laugh. Right. I mean, trying to make somebody else's day be a little bit better if we can.
Right.
He got opportunity to grow faster and to be able to inspire, you know, young men, even younger than him. To see him at his age taking upon this responsibility.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's what it is, a responsibility. Right. You know what I'm saying? And for him to do that, I believe it's going to, and then he got a lot of young friends that do follow him. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
that's great.
I think, you know what I'm saying, if
he's going to be good. I mean, he's really.
He ain't got no choice. He ain't got
So tell me, some of the conversations that y'all, you know, have over here at A Gentleman Cuts. Now, because this must be a social hall and everything else, you know. They tell me, Mike, now you do flips up in here sometimes, huh?
Man, look, hey, listen, don't ever say it like this right here. We go far as you want to go. In conversation, we talk about everything from politics to cartoons, you know what I'm saying? And look here, like, if you don't want to hear the truth about it, we don't come in here and talking about it.
Yeah. It's gonna be the truth, and it's gonna be down to the point.
Right.
Down to the point. You
That's
know what
good.
I mean? And look here. But at the same time, and like I say, we do a lot of shucking and jiving. But
but most people be calling Mac a liar. They say he be lying all the time.
I ain't never lied about nothing. Never lied.
Shucking and jiving. That's what we call it.
Yeah. He make his own laws, huh?
Yeah, he make it.
Wow.
You had to do sometimes.
Yeah.
What you had to, but you know what though? Speaking of law, that's what you had to do sometime in your world, in your circle. You know what I mean? You got to make your law. You understand what I'm saying? What I mean is, it's so much stuff going on in the world today with politics and all of that, and terrorism and all of these things of that nature. You can't worry about that, because you go to worrying about things like that and paying attention to all of that media and all that, you'll get so caught up in paying attention to what's going on out there to where you won't realize and get to pay attention to what's going on in your world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In your circle, in your enterprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this our enterprise.
Right.
This barbershop. So we trying to expand this thing right here.
Yeah.
And you can't do nothing without laughter. You got
That's right.
laughter.
That's
You
right.
got to, you got to stay in good spirit, man. You
That's
got to
right.
have love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like him, but we don't love him yet. We love him, then keep him showing up grow too. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But we ain't gonna talk about, 'cause they get,
You ain't gonna tell.
got time for the feelings. You know the feelings.
I don't care.
I don't-
Yeah. Now, so tell me this, guys. The incident that happened in Dothan a couple of weeks ago that broke out about African Americans. They were planning things on African Americans over in Dothan. The lawyers, the judges, the polices, and it has become a big uproar as we speak now. You know, there's some things going on. People went, to prison, for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that some of the talk in y'all's barbershop here? Did you have some people come and talk about that?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's a shame that, you know what I mean, like, just like they said, racism come in different forms today.
Right.
And sometimes you catch just a redneck with a flag on his truck. He just riding around doing what he was raised to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then they put him in a position to being policemen.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And once they become a policeman, they got a more power over you then.
Right.
So they think they can do whatever they feel like doing, but they do it outside of the law.
Right. Right.
But one thing they say, what goes on in the dark gonna come to the light.
Come to the light. That's right. That's right. And that's been a proven fact. And now all this stuff has broken out. Police brutality, because you got a lot of stuff going on down south here.
Yeah.
They're just, because they don't like you. Sometimes a Caucasian guy, he's in power, because now I'm not gonna say when you become an officer, that gives you power. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stand behind that power, and they use that to their advantage. If they want to get back at you, they can. If they want to do you wrong, they can, because they're simply saying, well, if I do this to you, then you can't get back at me. You know what I'm saying? If I put a felony on you, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if I put this charge on you, I got you now where I want you to be. And so we've got that stuff going on, and, homeboy racism, you know what I'm saying? And now, so what were some of the people, main concerns about that when they were talking about?
What a lot of people wanted to, what their main concerns is, it's more like a breakthrough. I think. Not, 'cause racism is a thing. It's been a virus. It's been a plague. You understand what I'm saying? That's been, and what it is inner, is inner hatred. Whether you white, black,
right,
whatever, Latino, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Because people racism within their own, they racist within their own race.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It ain't so much as that, but it's a lack of understanding. It's a lack of love. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a hunger for power. You understand what I'm saying? But I believe this here is the age of what I like to call pimples. You know what I'm saying? Acne. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of bumps that's been growing, and everything coming to a head now. And just like in any other situation, just said a dispute, a heated argument, before it comes to a halt, it get real loud.
Right.
It's real aggressive. And at this time, it's to the point to where now racism, just fighting racism, it's to the point to where I feel like it's just to the point to where every people starting to see that it's unnecessary. You understand what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna get you nowhere. But everything happened for a reason, just like we say, and ain't nothing new up under the sun.
Right,
so
that's right.
So it's
that's
to
right.
the point now, I believe, where everything got to be revealed, and it's coming to a head for the young generation to no longer be blinded by, things that they've been blinded by, and everything out in the open now. So it's going to give the younger generation, you know what I'm saying, time and the ability to make better decisions.
Right,
you know
that's
what I'm
right,
saying,
that's
in life.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Not be biased towards race or financial status or anything of that nature. So, it's at the same time, it's bad to hear, but it's necessary.
Right.
So
it can come out, so healing can really,
And back to what I was saying, all that gonna start with you paying attention to your circle, your enterprise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it start with the like
Individual.
Michael Jackson say, hey, I'm gonna start with the man in the mirror.
Right.
You got to accept the fact that you were wrong.
That's it.
And it's time for people to, and it's time for people, and it came from somebody couldn't live with it no more.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And
that's
the
right.
truth come out.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, Mike, is that, we can't just point fingers at one race, you know what I'm saying? Because you got African Americans that are biased and that are racist, and so we have to check ourselves and allow healing to begin to start with us, because there's coming a time, where color ain't gonna be a factor anymore.
I was telling somebody in the barbershop earlier today. If you keep looking around, sooner or later, all the new kids, all of them gonna have pretty skin and good hair. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it just gonna. I mean, you can't stop it, man. You can't stop it. You know what I mean? People can't help who they love. You know
right.
What I mean? And you can't play. You can't blame nobody.
That's right.
Then it's just something that had to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't see it just continuing on too much longer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it ain't got a lot to do. It got a lot to do with media. You know what I'm saying? I think TV, a lot of TV and news and things, I think they keep racism going, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cause they quick to show some bad thing that happen against opposite race, opposed to showing how much good be happening between opposite races. You know what I mean? How one race help another race. You know what I'm saying? So I think that because today, the media, social media, and the music got a lot to do with how people think.
Right.
Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Especially the kids, because they easy influence and they want to be helped. Bryant probably can give you something even better because he's younger. And he did what you think, Bryant?
About what?
About the racism and how you see a change in it?
Do I see a change in it? I see a big change in it, especially with the generation that's coming after me.
Right.
It's still some of it going on in my generation. It's very evident to me, South Alabama.
Right.
South Alabama.
Yeah.
So I will say that, and then going back to what you were saying earlier about the stuff going on in Dothan.
Right.
I feel like if it wasn't for, I guess the internet and the new age of the internet, and people being able to really see it all over the world,
right,
still might not have got as much attention as it did, because I feel like that's been happening for years and people been knowing this.
Oh yeah.
Said nothing.
Right.
On the internet and it goes viral.
Then
that's a problem.
Yeah. Got to deal with it.
So, but at the end of the day, I see that as kind of a blessing though, because if it wasn't for the internet, it'd still be happening. They don't tell them when.
A lot of stuff will still be going on.
Yeah.
And and man, it's I count that as a blessing. Social media is a blessing. It's just, I tell people all the time, just how you use it. You can you can abuse it. You can use it for negative stuff, or you can use it for positive stuff, or you can use it to get information out. And it's just good because this topic here, racism, you find very few folks talking about it. And I tell people all the time, it's time to sit around the table and let's talk about this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's time.
Because it, like you said earlier, Mike, it stems from hatred.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All it is hatred. And let me say this here. Me and my wife are foster parents, and we have a little Caucasian girl that's with us. And so we take in this little young lady. She comes in our home, and I tell people all the time, racism is taught. Yeah. It's what you've been taught. You know what I'm saying? And so she was taught that, And when she come into the home, she looks at my little girls and she called them the N-word. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at them. I looked at my daughters and I laughed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you may be saying, well, why you're laughing? Right. And I said, baby, I'm laughing because your upbringing was not like that. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with the individual, just like you said. It's what we teach our children, what we instill in them. If we instill hatred in them, guess what? They're going to hate folk. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to come out. It's going to show up. And she's only 8 years old. And she did that, and one day we was at my mother-in-law's. She drew a picture of one of my daughters and said, this is what you look like. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's all coming out. You know what I'm saying? She took a picture and made her dark and put her with pink lips. You know what I'm saying? Put pink lips on her, and, you know what I'm saying? But it was what she was taught. You know what I'm saying? And so, and we were able to teach her love. 8-year-old now.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything that we can all learn, we can learn something from each other, man. And the thing about it, if God didn't want all us to mingle, he wouldn't put all us together. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all the way to the beginning. At the end of the day, for real, this world is just full of incest called Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. I mean, can I say it anymore? You understand what I'm saying? And see, like, take it from me. I got all color children. When I got, you know, kids that's all African American, kids that, you know, got some Hawaiian in them. You know what I'm saying? All my kids, I'm a prime example of you know what I'm saying? All races mixed into one with my kids. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, they all the same.
That's right.
They act just like their daddy. So I think I got a couple Avatar children. You understand what I'm saying? But they the same. I'm just saying.
Help them, Lord. Help them.
All of them beautiful, though.
Right.
You know, one's not more intelligent than the other. One's not faster than the other. You understand what I'm saying? They are different. But what I'm saying is, but, you know, hey, they beautiful. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? Just take things and mix it together. You do it when you cook.
Right. Hey, he's going deep on us. He's going,
You got your corn and you got your vegetables, your greens and your meats right here. But guess what? If you bite a little bit of all of it and you chew it all together, all of it good, ain't it? So I separate it, put it together.
So they don't discriminate on that plate, do they?
Who? if my macaroni get over there to my bean, get what I'm gonna tell you. Well, y'all look good together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tear it up. You feel me? And guess what? I'm gonna tell you what even better. If you do keep them separated, at the end of the day, guess what? You can't do nothing about the juice.
Yep.
You can't separate the juice. You understand what I'm saying? You can't separate the juice. And what the juice is, in my eyes, you understand what I'm saying? I slap up and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But what the juice is, you know what I'm saying? It's the ground we walk on, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All day long, it is what it is. But you know what, though? We drive on the same street. You know what I'm saying? We walk through the same doors of the stores and the whole nine. So listen, for real, man, it's unnecessary. And another thing, what I want to say, I feel like it all, you just take all the way to the government. You got the Democrats and Republicans, you understand what I'm saying? And those are two, you might well just say starting right there. That just shows right, that's racism. That's two different parties that can't get along. That's why they can't get nothing done in America. Because they both fighting against each other. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Donald Trump in here, you know what I mean? And he just like the child in the midst of it, that he ain't no fool. Now he very smart, but at the same time, he just say, Donald Trump ain't saying nothing about you, homie. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna make that clean, so hey, I ain't saying nothing to you.
Yeah, because you got a lot of money.
Yeah, you want that money, huh?
Yeah, and then your homeboy at your but anyway, you know, but he just a confused child in the midst of it, but just been sitting back watching both different parties and understand what both of them doing wrong and doing right, and he got to answer to something, but he too, you know, he ain't just say mature enough to get out there and run this thing, but just imagine this. If both parties can combine and take the time out to listen to Donald Trump, you understand what I'm saying? And he can tell them about each other, and then they can get along, and they can teach him something, you know what I'm saying? Take his advice and then still show him how to walk in the light. Then, hey, you might be able to be creating somebody, you know what I'm saying, that can help this world, you know what I'm saying, that become better. You want to make it a better America, put your differences aside. You know what I'm saying?
And work together.
Work together. Find out who good, well, and do it. And Donald Trump is a very, very successful businessman. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot that he can do for this country. But what I believe, as long as y'all fighting, as long as they can't get along, it ain't gonna never be a better place.
Yeah.
So, and that's with everything. It just need to combine, man.
Now, Donald Trump made a comment about take all the Mexicans back to the border. What you think about that, Brian?
What I think about that? I think Donald Trump is very.
Yeah, come up with your mic.
I think Donald Trump is very extreme in a lot of his beliefs.
Yeah.
I think that's his only problem. I'm not saying he doesn't necessarily have a good solution to some of the things that the problems that arise in America, but I think he's an extremist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's pretty much all I like Mike said, Donald Trump got a lot of money.
He got a lot of money. You ain't gonna mess with the money, huh?
No, I ain't.
Right.
I don't think he's no bad thing for like what he's saying. I just look at it like this, like he say. You know what I mean? It's just like this here. Like my mama used to tell me all the time. You got to be able to take care of yourself, Mike, before you can take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I believe only point Donald Trump trying to make is let's get us together first before we invite somebody else into this country.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nothing because I believe everybody. I love everybody. You know what I mean? We got a restaurant across the road from the barbershop. But he gonna see us twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Love him, love his family, beautiful kids. You know, it ain't about that though.
Right.
Simple fact that what I'm thinking he's saying is, hey, let's fix us first before we can help somebody else. You know,
Right.
get this money to some of our poor families over here,
Right.
and build it before we give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a way to say everything. Though.
That's a way to say everything.
And I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Saying that
everything.
that's my point of saying he immature, and that's what they
some areas
how to handle his business, how to talk.
Yeah.
because he's outspoken.
Right.
And a lot of times he allow his outspokenness to, dominate, and God must give it to him that he's straightforward.
Yeah.
He don't back down. You know what I'm saying?
But he don't have to impress a group of people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He don't have to he don't have to impress a group of investors.
Right.
You know what I mean? People investing in his campaign. He got his own money to run his own campaign. So he can say what he want to say.
Right.
Regardless of who get mad about it.
Sometimes some of the stuff he say is necessary to be. Some folks need to hear the truth about it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I pulled it to my watch it. But I like that cat. I like that.
So he's pretty much telling him, hey, it's time to go to work now, right?
Right.
You got to work for what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Unbuttoning what he's saying. Unbuttoning that tight tie now. Loosen up a little bit and let's keep it real about this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hey, what don't need to be, don't need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is. And he looking at the thing from a business aspect, all the way around. And you got to be able to know, where your money going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know where to put your money before you can control that money and get that and get it. You know what I'm saying? He an entrepreneur. That's why me and him see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Right.
Folks, they ain't business minded, so they don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he see, man, I believe, hey, like I say,
you got
macaroni and cheese, green chicken.
Those are some of the topics that y'all talk about here at A Gentleman Cuts. Politics, racism, and
we when it's fun time, it's fun time.
Yeah.
But when it gets serious, like some people like a lot of people, they like to laugh and joke, but it's got some people that take everything serious.
Serious, yeah.
So you know what I mean. We basically can get on anybody's level.
Right.
So
and that's what it's about.
And we try to make fun of everything. We don't make fun of people, but we just try to make fun of the situation.
Right.
Because you can't control the situation. God already done wrote it out.
That's right.
Say that.
You know what I mean? You just gotta follow the pattern.
Right. That's true. And everybody needs some encouragement every now and then.
Everybody needs some encouragement. Even the man on top needs encouragement.
Yeah, that's right. And so pretty much y'all make that day here,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes, like when you just sitting in the shop or you cutting hair, like a lot of people might not think, but cutting hair get boring sometimes. And Mike might got to put a little make a little gumbo.
Right.
He know how to get the crowd going.
Right.
And then, like sometimes when they come in and Mike quiet, it seems like a rainy day, like a gray day.
Like what's wrong with him?
Yeah, what's wrong with Mike?
Well, thank you,
the only thing that I had to do is just say, Mike get him, and he gone.
Well, you call me a dog?
I ain't calling you no dog. I ain't trying to call you no pet. Oh, you a dog?
So he jump on him, huh?
Yeah, he jump on. He know. He got his crowd down packed. And he know how to please the crowd.
Right.
So that makes like from when we first started, like just me and him working, and we have a house full.
Right.
They don't mind waiting because Mike
it's keeping them going, yeah. Because of that comedy. Now, tell us this, Doc. I want you to go ahead and...
Nick gonna get him gone. While I talk, he gonna cut. He get him gone.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit us an A selection, man. You say you can sing, right?
Huh?
You say you can sing. It runs in the family.
Go ahead, Mike. Get him.
Huh?
Like I said.
Well, okay. I'll give y'all a little bit. All right? And what I want to say is, a lot of things we tried to accomplish, we did it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to hit y'all with this here. It's been a long, long time coming, and I know the change was gonna come. Oh, yes, it did. Hey, you know, no autographs and all that. Just a little bit. I'll give y'all some more later on. You know what I'm talking about?
Once again, guys, we want to tell you thank you, for allowing us to come here to your shop and, and to, tape the show here, man. I mean, hey, we're enjoying it, and most of all, people is enjoying the laughter, the fun, you know what I'm saying, the comedy and all that stuff, that you all do, and they love it. They're talking about you, man. They're talking about A Gentleman Cuts over there in Enterprise, Alabama. Them boys have really got it going on. You know what I'm saying? And so, once again, we want to tell everybody thank you, for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. And like I said earlier, we'll be bringing some more episodes of A Gentleman Cuts Barbershop here. We're going to keep it 100. We're going to do a little filming while they're barbecuing. I must be hungry right now, right? While they cut hair, yeah. While they're cutting hair and everything, we're gonna film some of the things that go on here in the barbershop, and we're gonna let you see what's going on here. So we want you to stay tuned. Keep watching Keeping It Real Talk Show, and we're on GMAP, which you're tuned into, gmap1.com. Also, you can go to Keeping It Real, www.keepingitrealtalkshow.com, and you can look up the Keeping It Real network, and also you can watch the network, this show on that network as well. So we just want you to continue to tune in for more of Keeping It Real Talk Show. We want to tell you thank you for tuning in. Once again, be blessed is our prayer.